A ship working mid-Atlantic, destination Japan. On board, it carries a precious cargo, tuna. But this is not an innocent fishing boat going about its business on the high seas. This is one of hundreds of pirate vessels scouring the oceans, fishing in complete contravention of international quota agreements. These tuna fish can fetch up to $100 a pound, with some of the largest fetching up to $50,000 each. The crew, mostly Japanese, are the backbone of an international multi-million-dollar racket that's leading to the rapid depletion of tuna fish stocks. Ships like these, mostly large factory-style trawlers, prowl the Atlantic and Southern Oceans, catching hundreds of tons of fish every month. In Tokyo, a chef prepares fresh, high-grade tuna steak. Nowhere is demand higher than in Japan. The fish forms part of the staple diet, eaten raw in dishes such as sushi and sashimi. Fish bars and restaurants like these are on every street corner. Owner Kayoshi Kimura is aware of the pirate trade.
In Europe, like other countries in other parts of the world, they catch too many small fish, like shrimp, sardines and mackerel. This leads to the destruction of the ecosystem. This in turn leads to the way towards extinction of species. We should all therefore be thinking about the ecosystem. However, if they do it, I think it is wrong that they should then turn around and say that it's wrong to fish whales or tuna.
Rare video footage shows a fishing boat transferring its deep frozen catch to a larger vessel, the Hatsukari. Tens of fishing boats will unload their catch onto storage vessels like this, which can hold up to 70 tons. From here, she heads home, while the smaller vessels continue fishing. In Tokyo, storage ships move in and out of dockside quickly. Time is money. Despite international efforts to bring the owners to trial, a series of legal loopholes ensure that the trade continues. The unloading operation is slow and will take the best part of a day. Pirate ships like these are known as FOC ships, meaning flag of convenience. Though its crew are Japanese, as are its owners, they're flagged to a country that turns a blind eye to any violation of international maritime rules. No one can be charged. Globally, Honduras, Panama, Belize and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are by far the worst offenders. Together, they make up about 80% of the 1,300 or more large FOC fishing vessels operating worldwide. This catch is unloaded quickly. By nightfall, the ship will be back out at sea. In the Atlantic, only countries that are members of ICAT, the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, can legally fish, but the pirates can't be stopped. These crews know that once at sea they can operate virtually with impunity. Rules are hard to enforce in the open ocean. Hélène Bourse of Greenpeace says the trade has to be stopped before it's too late.
Well, there's one species called bluefin tuna, Atlantic bluefin tuna, which is in serious decline. It's very, very depleted. Big-eyed tuna is the next one on the list in terms of commercial value. And if nothing is done in terms of curtailing pirate activities through monitoring, control at sea, through market measures, or putting control on those reefers, which are the backbone of the whole organization out at sea, of those activities, well, the stocks, the big-eyed tuna stock is going to follow the same trend as the bluefin tuna, and then they'll go to the next one in terms of commercial value and so on.
But unless nations like Panama opt to take legal action against ships carrying their flags, there's nothing Japan or any other country can do to stop them.
Basic flaw in international law is that the flag state is the ultimate responsible. And if the flag state is not prepared to take or enforce regulations and take its responsibilities, then vessels like the Hatsukari can continue to operate in contravention of international rules.
Responding to Greenpeace pressure, the Japanese Fisheries Agency has inspected the Hatsukari and seen the video evidence. The crew looks on nervously because it could be enough to stop the unloading, but it isn't.
Japan will not choose to stop importing fish unless other countries agree to do so as well. At the moment, there are already restrictions in place on the importation of blackfin tuna. But if there's an international ban for all, then Japan will follow it as well.
Tokyo Market is a huge, bustling magnet for the country's thriving fish business. Buyers from throughout the country come here. Some are from small independent fisheries. Others represent multinational companies cashing in on the trade. Here, the highest prices are paid for the prized bluefin tuna. Fresh bluefin meat makes the finest sashimi. But as its numbers continue to decline, prices are rising for both yellowfin and big eye. This has led to a dramatic impact on their stocks in the last couple of years, but demand shows no sign of slowing. For Kayoshi Kimura, it's business as usual. He admits that he could sometimes buy pirate tuna accidentally, but he claims legitimate catches are now mixed up with illegal ones, making it difficult to know what you're buying. For every new set of guidelines established by fishery commissions, pirate groups find a way around them. It's almost impossible to stop the fish arriving on these plates.
What we should be doing is not only catching the fish, but also growing them, ensuring their numbers don't deplete. By growing different fish stock, we in turn save the environment. In nature, mackerel eat small fish like sardines, tuna eat mackerel, and so on down the line.
Another tuna is caught in the Atlantic. So too is a merlin. A quarter of the world's fish catch now comes from pirate boats, and in the last 10 years, illegal fishing has doubled. The fishermen haul in an 8-kilometre drift net. That's twice the legal length. The technique involves large amounts of bycatch, including sharks and porpoises. There's even a northern fur seal. It has to be dragged on board. They'll be disposed of along with fish and birds caught in the net, but not worth bothering about. Other ships use 100 kilometres of long line with hooks, which is equally destructive. Another shark is caught in the drift net. Unlike most other bycatches, the sharks will be kept because their fins are treated by the Japanese as a delicacy. In October, the United Nations meets in Rome to tackle the issue of piracy, but it faces an uphill struggle. The pirates are simply supplying massive demand, and businessmen are making money, lots of it. Until that simple equation is tackled, the problem will not go away. The Japanese taste for tuna will continue, as it has for centuries.